Hi, I'm Jim. Welcome to WatchYouWant.com. Thanks for logging on. Today we're going to be talking about this JLC Master Compressor Diving Chronograph. Now this is a special watch because it represents JLC's take on the diver, and it's one of the great houses in Swiss watchmaking. When JLC sets its mind to making a tool watch for a specific purpose, you can expect a lot of content and a lot of refinement. They really have their own way of doing things, and right from the outset you can see that's clear here. Now this Master Compressor Diving Chronograph is the burliest example of the Compressor series from JLC. The standout features are the size, the legibility, and this unique case. In this case, 44 millimeters, about 16 millimeters thick, and it's made completely from grade 5 titanium. What that means is that while it's light like titanium, it's also very scratch resistant like a hardened stainless steel. And one of the distinctive features that really differentiates this watch from other companies' diving chronographs is this compressor style crown arrangement. You can see right here, there's a color-coded set of arrows on the back of this crown. 1/2 turn unseals it, so if you want now you can wind the watch, you can pull the crown out, set the time, you can set the date, but it's just 1/2 turn. None of that futzing with a screw down crown when your hand is slimy, when your hand is wet, when you're wearing dive gloves. JLC really thinks of everything here because not only does it have this easy blue you're through, white you're tight, color-coded half-turn crown arrangement for sealing the watch, but they even have rubber-coated crown and pushers so that you get just that much more friction, that much more purchase on the control when you're using it when your hands are wet or sweaty or dirty. They also give you a dial that is among the most legible in the dive class, and as you can see, this is a big, bold, visible, logically designed watch for someone who's really going to use it underwater. And this watch was actually launched in 2006 with a diving excursion off of Monaco. So right from the get-go, these watches proved their mettle in use. And one of the reasons for that is that everything on this dial is dedicated to keeping you informed, keeping the watch running. Now you can look right here, 30 pulsations, the tachometer scale at the outer edge. All you do is you count to 30 while timing your pulse and then stop the chronograph. Wherever the chronograph stops on this little pulsation scale, that's your heart rate. So if your heart rate is soaring underwater, that means you need to come up. You're running out of oxygen. When you're underwater, you need to know that your dive watch is functioning. There is a definition of a dive watch, a legal ISO dictated definition, and this watch meets it. That's why you have this little two-tone disc at 6 o'clock that's rotating. On a lot of chronographs, when the watch is on, you don't see any indication that it's actually running until you activate the chronograph. So if you're underwater and you're not running the chronograph, you need a way to see that the watch is functioning, that hasn't broken down or run out of wind. And that's what JLC incorporates with this little disc. Not only is it easy to use and intuitive, you don't have to follow a tiny hand on a subdial, but it's quite attractive and it fits the color scheme of the watch in general. All of the indexes, the numbers, and the trapeze hands, which are skeletonized, are coated with a blue luminova. Blue being one of the most accessible colors underwater. You don't lose that color until you get quite deep. So JLC really thought of everything just to keep you connected to the experience and safe, giving you all that information on the dial of your watch. Now the watch does have a chronograph. It's an in-house manufacture movement, and you can see that the pushers are standard at 2 and 4, and when activated, it's very smooth. This watch has what's called a column wheel to select the functions, and it has what's called a vertical clutch to engage the motion. So if you expect your chronograph to start, stop, and reset perfectly, no jumps, no staggers, no partial resets, you want those essential engineering ingredients, the column wheel and the vertical clutch. JLC gives you that, plus a 65-hour power reserve. So if you were to put this watch down for a day or two after wearing it, it's not going to run down, it's not going to run out, it'll be ready for that dive. You won't have to think twice. Now, they include a unidirectional rotating diver's bezel. It sounds like gunshots. Very smooth, very high quality action. This is exactly what you'd expect from a top-tier dive watch, and JLC delivers. So not only is this watch practical, thoughtfully designed, engineered with refinement and taste, but it's also equipped with a beautiful rubber link bracelet. Now this kind of splits the difference between a strap and a bracelet, and it really gives you the best of both worlds. These are steel links, but articulated and covered with a soft and supple rubber. So if you're diving in cold water, it's not going to transmit that shock to you. When you get sweaty, it's not going to feel clammy on your wrist. It's very smooth, it will not grab hairs, and it's got that slick feel of the best straps with the security of the best bracelets. Plus, from 5 feet away, this could be on a NATO strap. It's got that classical dive watch on a blackened strap look. And a lot of times with luxury watches, working well is great, but you want to look cool too, and this watch delivers. You can see these individual screwed links for very precise adjustment of the fit. If you're given this watch as a gift, if your wrist size changes over time, JLC's got you covered, and you can make as many adjustments as you have links here. But I think the highlight, as much as I like the adjustable links and the rubber-coated links themselves, is this deployant clasp. It has 2 twin push-button trigger releases for the ultimate and security. It's brushed and satin finished. And you know, when a company puts as much thought into the strap and the deployant clasp as they do into the watch, that's the mark of a true haute de gamme manufacturer. That's the mark of a company that really takes pride in what it does and is at the absolute top of its game. Now, this watch comes with full box and papers available from watchyouwant.com. This JLC Master Compressor Diving Chronograph is one of the standouts in its class. It's rugged, it's good looking, it'll fit well on just about any wrist, and just for comparison's sake, my wrist is about 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters. This fits me beautifully and it's very comfortable. Although large, it's not heavy, and it looks good on just about any attire combination. So if you wanted to wear it with a suit and tie, it would work there too, as much as any Rolex. So watchyouwant.com is offering this phenomenal dive chronograph with a full boxed set, all accessories, everything you would expect from an authorized dealer. However, we're offering it at a substantial discount from the manufacturer's suggested retail price. For more information on this watch and others like it, log on to watchyouwant.com.